Hello everyone, this is Steve with the Free Bullion Investment Guide. Today is November 16th, and I'm doing a review and outlook price analysis video for silver and gold. Last week I left you with falling wedges in both price charts. Both of them had falling wedges, both are positive patterns. And both broke to the upside. Now, the reason behind it moved sideways for the first couple of days. This is silver, both silver and gold both moved sideways for the first 2 days of the week, Monday and Tuesday. And then on Thursday and Friday, both precious metals broke above the patterns, as you can see here in gold and here in silver. On silver, it did it on Wednesday. In gold, it did it on Thursday. And then on Friday, it came down slightly in price. Now, the reasons behind the movement in the two precious metals was one, in last week's video I said you want to pay attention to Trump's speech at the Economic Club in New York to see what he said about the trade deal. He didn't say anything really special, and that's how the market traded precious metals as well as the market itself. And also with Fed President Jerome Powell, he testified in front of Congress, and he basically stated that unless growth changes, unless there's a difference in, unless there's another flare-up with the trade war and maybe something comes out that there's nothing happening, he doesn't see a reason to lower rates to help the economy out, even though there's pushing out QE by buying mortgage-backed securities. But the testimony was on Wednesday and Thursday, so that's what helped the price of silver and gold move higher, even though it wasn't that much of a dovish testimony. It's still, with them reinforcing QE, reinforcing liquidity into the market, he clearly wasn't saying we're going to raise rates anytime soon. So that was a positive for gold and silver. As well, as you can see in gold's price here, the pattern was broken on Thursday. And then on Friday, retail sales came out better than expected, and that hurt both precious metals. For the week to come, the biggest thing on next week's calendar is the FOMC minutes will be revealed, and we'll have to see how the Fed, what was said in the last meeting, and that's what the market will really be paying attention to. What I see in gold and silver's price charts now, they both have it, and I have it basically ghosted in here on the gold chart and on the silver chart. Here it is in gold. It's a descending channel. Silver has the same channel. It's a little bit more pronounced in silver's price chart. There's really no other patterns in either precious metal. The MACD and the RSI are both showing they're in oversold territory, but they're also both showing that the price could continue to deteriorate, both in the daily chart for the silver, as I just showed you here. You can see it, and it's already starting to turn in the RSI here. Let me just get a little closer for you. You can see that it's already started to turn, and on gold's price chart, you can see it's already starting to turn. The strength index is starting to turn, and gold kind of still seems like it's going to stay under neutral. And if we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that the MACD and the RSI are also already in overbought territory. They're starting to come together. We may see the price just meander inside of these channels for a little while, maybe for the first part of the week until we have the Fed minutes come out, and then depending on whether the governors, and including the Fed president, basically what is stated in the minutes, whatever is stated in the minutes, if it sounds dovish, then it might be good for gold and silver. If it sounds hawkish, then it won't be, clearly. So right now, for the week ahead, I have gold and silver in descending channels. If they break to the upside, then clearly these descending channels will become bull flags. But what I am also seeing in these channels, now you can see bull flags, small little bull flags here in other places, but on the other hand, what I see is large bear flags. And there's one in silver's price chart, and it's at the same place in gold's price chart. But without putting in too many lines and confusing anybody watching, I'm not going to throw up lines where just to point out where different flags are. You can find little bull flags inside of the larger bear flag, and that might be the way we continue to go for right now. As far as support goes, we can clearly count 1750 as resistance right now. The price of silver was hovering around 1750 for a long time. Clearly 1835 is also a resistance level. Support is at 1670. It did hold also at 1627 and 1655. For gold, we can find resistance at 1480. I thought last week it was going to break above 1480, but that clearly didn't happen. The move up wasn't that strong. 1455, as we can see, it did hold as a closing price, but the price did drop below it to new lows. So 1440 will clearly be tested, and below that 1400 is a very strong resistance level. So that's it for this week. I thank you for your time. Take care, and God bless.